All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am out here still working, and you know what? Life is still grand. No matter what they're putting me through, I always remember to say out loud, they will not have peace. Just like in the book of Enoch, he was told when you come across these evil spirits that have sprung out from the giants, the evil spirits that can't go nowhere else but stay here on earth, when you encounter them, you speak it out loud, you say you will not have peace. And every time I say that out loud, I feel a little bit of pressure just relieved from inside my brain, you know. I just say it out loud more and more with conviction. They will not have peace. I go ahead and I start to believe in it. They will not have peace. Every time they attack me, I realize they're giving me more power. So in that sense, they will never have peace. Every time they attack somebody who did not do any harm to them, you can tell they do not have peace. Every time they try to spread lies, slander, try to destroy someone's character, every time they hit you with a frequency or every time you come across another TI giving their testimony about what they're going through and you resonate with it because you're like, I get that too. Or that's happened to somebody else I know. Just remember to say that they will not have peace. Gang stalkers will not have peace. Secret society members will not have peace. Anyone who basically profits off of the destruction. Woo! You see this? You see that? People just be in a rush for no reason. People be in a rush for no reason. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm like trying to manage because today, two things. I'm doing some favors for people, right? So one, I'm doing a favor for a TI. He is in the process of trying to get some things straightened out in his home. And he wants to find something that he calls bioamplifiers. I haven't really looked into it yet, so I'm not exactly sure. But he thinks there's devices in his home that's basically amplifying his frequencies. You know, I'm probably going to say this. I don't know if there's a device that does that, but I do know that whenever I use my infrasound recorder to record the frequencies that are in my apartment, there's just one particular sound that I hear that's vibrating from walls wherever I'm at. Doesn't matter if I'm at my mother's house, my sister's house, my apartment. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm at my girlfriend's mother's apartment. For whatever reason, there's always this one consistent sound, and it shows up on just about every one of my infrasound readers, and you can see it in each of the different frequency level or the decibel. You can see it within the decibels of each frequency, and it's like whoom, 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 whoom. And it's like, it's low, but you can hear it, and then you can also feel it vibrating like in the walls. And I tracked it, at least in my current apartment. I tracked it, right, and it's coming from one particular wall where in my home it's So like I have a studio, right? And my girlfriend and I, we sleep on this airbed. The airbed is next to the window, which is also against the wall where the bathroom is. So knowing this, there's no what am I trying to say? It's like there's no electronic on the other side of the wall. All there is the bathroom. Now, I know just from nights, countless nights, but not that they've actually quieted down. They've actually quieted down lately. I know and believe that my neighbors, they have their stereo positioned directly above. It's like directly above where our bed is at. Now, I don't know if the stereo is on or not. I don't know if they have if they could have a device up there that could be giving off that sound. But the sound only comes from that particular side of the room and from that particular wall where I know the stereo is positioned right above the bed next to the window. And then the sound is like whoom, 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 whoom. So I don't know. But anyway, so my friend, he wants to borrow my my thermal imaging camera and my EMF radiation meter. So I said, sure, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna just put it in my book bag and I'll swing it by him after work. Then I get a phone call from one of my friends. She's not a TI, but I've known her for some time. But besides the fact, she wants me to basically come and pick up her son from school because she's getting out late from work. So I was like, all right, I'll pick him up. Then her daughter's gonna meet me to get the boy. And I've known them both since they were like little kids. So all right, bro. And I've known these kids since they were like little kids, like little kids. And then so two things. One, as far as me carrying these devices in my bag, is probably one of the worst mistakes I won't make again. Because what they're doing not only, and they're definitely doing something to the bike where I think they're like controlling the anti-brake mechanism on the bike. Because each of these bikes has a kind of like not an anti-brake mechanism, but it does have one. But what it does, it has like a some type of mechanism where they can actually go into the bike, the company, they can actually go into the bike and temper it so that you can't go past a certain speed. So let's say you see how it says 8.6 miles per hour, 8.8, whatever. They can set it so it doesn't go past, so you can't ever ride past, let's say, so you can't ride past, let's say, 12 miles per hour, right? They can set it so you can't ride past 12 miles an hour. So you'll be pedaling, trying to go as fast as you can, but because of that feature, it'll automatically kind of slow you down. It'll temper you, so it'll tap. It's almost like like there's a like an automatic brake. So it like taps until you go back under 12 miles per hour. That's all done from the computer. So what they've been doing throughout the day is they've probably hacked this bike, and then they would activate that anti-brake mechanism. So I'm like, right now my bike, my wagon's empty. There's nothing in it. So I should be kind of like flying without ease down the street. But they're like, they're messing with that mechanism. So I mean, they're not doing it right now, but earlier they kept like messing with it. So every time I start pedaling, and then it go tap, 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 and I'm like pushing and pushing and pushing, but it wouldn't go any faster. So yeah, I had to pause on my video for a good while. Now they're still messing with the battery, with the bike, or the whole electronic mechanic, mechanisms of the bike. I still feel the resistance, and I can feel the energy beam coming from like an angle. I'd say like 45 degrees to my body, and it's like no matter where I turn, it never changes that 45 degree angle. Even as I'm turning this way, it's like it tracks me in that same 45 degree angle. And then like right now, it's like I feel the resistance where like it stops. And like if I was to show you, if I wanted to try to push this, and this is the gear that it's on, and it's on turbo. So it's like I want to try to push it past, let's say 12. Now normally it'll probably go ahead and just tap out at 12. But what they'll do is that they'll do that braking mechanism even when I'm at like 5 or 7, and it's not because I changed the gear. It'll be because they're draining energy. It's like they're either draining energy from the battery, or they're actually like messing with the that braking mechanism. So yeah, then I told you I was carrying these two devices for my friend, and because they both have batteries in them, and that means they also produce an electromagnetic field of radiation. So now, between having those two items, and then my portable charger, I bought a new portable charger. They're taking energy from all three things, including the bike battery, and they're directing it into, more specifically, my left and right kidneys. They're definitely heated up right now. My groin area, my lower back is taking the most blunt of the attack because of the two devices that's in my book bag. So it's like I'm taking full contact direct energy from these fields produced by the batteries in my EMF radiation meter and my thermal imaging camera. But I just try to push through. I focus on expelling energy when I can. I learned my lesson. I will not walk around with a bunch of electronics on my in my backpack, because that's basically like having a close contact direct hit with energy, and it's pressed flush against my back at that. So it's like my lower back, it feels so hot, and like it feels like it's stiff, but it doesn't feel stiff. Like it has the pain or soreness like it's stiff, but I don't necessarily feel stiff. I feel achy. Like if I try to like rotate my back around a little bit, I feel one thing I need to make clear is as I'm holding the phone in my hand, as I'm holding the phone in my right hand, and my thumb is wrapped around the side of the phone, there are like insane amounts of like very, very fine, almost like pinpoint, maybe millimeter wave radiation frequencies coming off of the phone. And that, where that's probably going, it's probably just bypassing my hand, not necessarily going through it, but it kind of almost like bounces off my hand and then it curves back towards my body. So it's like as I'm holding the phone, it's like I'm squeezing against the radiation field, and then the directed frequencies, they kind of just like bounce, it's like they vibrate along my hand. As I'm holding the phone, it vibrates along my hand, and then it circles back and then attaches to wherever it's being resonated with. So like right now it's my left and right kidneys, my lower back, my groin area, what else, my brain. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. It's hot out here.